Okay, here we are. It is September 30th, 2018. I am trying to do a blog entry. I'm going to try really hard to do this without falling apart emotionally and crying, but I'm already on the verge of tears. Been a good reason, for good reasons. I wanted to do this out here in the courtyard. We're just someplace quiet on the campus of Craig Hospital. Everybody's been wondering how I'm doing and what's been going on, and it is really tough to get to all of you. So bear with me. I know I'd love to talk to each one of you any given time. I'd love to be able to answer the phone or pick up the phone call, but I think I would run out of time in my day to do my actual PT and recovery if I did that. So I'm going to try to do some video updates throughout the weeks as I'm here at Craig, months, whatever, and I'm going to post them on the Caring Bridge site that we have set up for me, and then we'll release a link to it via the GoFundMe and just text or whatever, so it can circulate. So if you get this link to this video, pass it along. It'll be in a consistent spot, at least on the Caring Bridge site, and until we find a better method or whatever, but share it with your friends, basically. So here we are. I am 12 days into my recovery from my accident. I am in a powered wheelchair and I'm able to go anywhere on the Craig campus, which is actually pretty substantial. If you consider that it's probably like 4 or 5 city blocks worth of structures between parking and hospital and apartments and the actual recovery center. So it's right in the middle of what I would call Denver. The town is Inglewood proper. I got my first real tour of Inglewood, last night, and today we walked around a little bit, kind of within the half-mile square of the area. It's nice. It's suburban. It's just it's Colorado. It is a beautiful place. Right now it's probably 70 degrees. The sun's shining. It's kind of a really nice during the days, and then it'll drop off and get desert cold at night. So it's not Montana, but it's home for now. The week I left Missoula, I believe it must have been 10 o'clock in the morning, Missoula time, and we flew down to Craig. I was in my bed here at 12:30, and already at 1 o'clock they had rushed me down for a bunch of x-rays and testing, which was really good to get out of the way. Bear with me, I do need to tip back for 2 minutes, so the view might change a little bit. I'm gonna try and keep the view consistent for you guys, so I can just keep doing this. I want to get this done. So Craig Hospital is connected to a level 1 trauma center called Swedish Hospital. So if you look on the map, you'll see how they're connected, and I basically can go underneath. If something comes up, they basically wheel me underneath in a stretcher, gurney, whatever you want to call it. They wheel me across to basically go do any of the regular hospital stuff. The recovery center itself comprised of 4 stories in the west building and 3 stories in the east, plus a basement, apartments, offices, yada yada. They say there's about 90 beds of patients on campus in the what's called, I'm an inpatient program right now, and then they have hundreds of outpatients that they work with on a daily basis too. So there's over 1,000 employees just to support those 90 people. I might be fudging the numbers a touch, but it is not because I'm trying to make this look better than it really is. It actually is that good. The choice to come here was tough in the beginning. I know a lot of you had been around to me to see or to hear that I was considering going to Mayo Clinic in Rochester, Minnesota, as well as Craig, and my family was convinced, despite the fact that it's further away from them, that this was the place for me, and I know it now that I'm here. Within the first 24 hours, they had me up out of bed and into my power wheelchair, and had it fitted on me. And you know, of course, being that I'm a professional, I had no problem getting used to the control, the joystick on this thing, and I have enough sensation in my hands and in my fingers and stuff to be able to move myself around pretty efficiently. The wheelchair goes 6.5 miles an hour at full speed, which is way faster than I actually want to move right now. But it's really nice actually, because I can zip around to appointments and anywhere on campus to go to the cafeteria or the bistros or whatever. Food's on site it's pretty good. I mean, I'm pretty spoiled. I think I have a pretty awesome place here in Missoula as far as where I get my food and who makes it and who grows it. But the food here is they do a dynamite job because they make everything. They hand make all scones and pastries and stuff in the morning. The cookies are all hand baked. All the meals are hand baked. So it's hospital's food, a little bit higher scale, but they do lots of good stuff, like lots of good vegetables, lots of good dishes, hot dishes. You can get a panini anytime you want. You can get a personal pizza. It's all handmade. There's a ice cream machine downstairs. I mean, I haven't even been here long enough to really understand what is available to me here. And it's really been a lot of just trying to get myself upright and get my head right now. So but I said, like, I'll bring more details in the next couple of posts. So, let's see what happened. Got assigned to I have a PT and an OT, which is PT is physical therapy, OT is occupational therapy. Joe and Laura, they're my team, and they do all of my primary directives of what I should be doing and trying. And Friday, they already had me an hour on a e-stim, electric stim bike that makes my legs pedal basically to go around. And that was awesome. It felt so good. Just being able to move my legs and then actually like being tired after that too. It's just like, it felt so nice. And then in the afternoon, I had an hour with Joe and Laura each. And I got to right away get out of the chair, and he set me on the mat, and then they basically teach me how to go from sitting up to back on my side and back up. So a lot of that exercise right now of trying to, you know, balance to do things so that I can start getting myself from my bed to my chair and vice versa, because that's a lot of what it is right now.